In this video, I'm going to show you the workflow beginners actually need when they start in DaVinci Resolve. Because after working with a bunch of new editors, I've noticed something. Most people don't struggle because Resolve is too complicated. They struggle because no one shows them what order to start editing in. So they just open up Resolve, throw clips on the timeline, start cutting, start editing audio, adding color, maybe even some text or some effects, and then go back to cutting, and it's all over the place. The crazy thing is that tutorials even make it worse because they teach tools and features and buttons, but they don't teach workflows. And those are two very different things. Imagine somebody is building a house. They spent 6 months learning about nails and saws and paint and drills and hammers and all the tools that they needed to do it. But nobody taught them the order of construction, where to start and what comes first. That's exactly what happens to most beginners that jump into DaVinci Resolve. They watch tutorial after tutorial and they learn a bunch of features, but they never learn a real process. And without a process, editing feels random. So here's the biggest mindset shift I want to give you. Stop thinking of your edit as one giant task. Start thinking about editing as stages, because professional editors don't edit everything at once. They focus on one objective at a time. When you're trying to make story and audio and color and editing and pacing decisions all at once, your mind is constantly switching gears. And that's just exhausting. And to be honest, it's really the main reason why most people feel like editing takes so long and is so slow. The workflow I teach in Resolve School is built around solving this problem. And while I can't teach the entire system here on YouTube, I can show you the framework. The basic concept is pretty simple. Editing should be done in passes. Each pass gives you a different purpose, and each pass gives you something different to focus on. The first pass is really about building, and this is where you get the video assembled. Think of this like framing the house. You're not worried about painting, you're not worried about trim or furniture or things like that. You're just focused on getting the main structure assembled on the timeline. The second pass is really about shaping, and that's shaping the story and the pacing of the video. Now, this structure exists so you can start refining. This is where you check on the flow, the pacing, the context of the actual words and content in your video to make sure everything's aligned and that your story and the information you're trying to get across is doing it in a very well communicated way. Basically, you start shaping the viewer experience at this point. Kind of just like a house starts to feel like a house when you start seeing the rooms and the walls come together and you can actually walk through it. It's very much the same thing. And then comes the third and final pass, which is really all about enhancement. This is really where the details live in the edit. This is oftentimes where beginners want to jump to and try to start learning and creating in this enhancement pass before they do anything else. Things like music and color grading and sound effects, visual effects, motion graphics and titles and things like that all fall within this third pass. And the problem is, like I just mentioned, this is where beginners try to do all this before they even have the video built. And that's just like trying to decorate and furnish your home before you even have the walls up and the foundation is set. And at that point, you wonder why this entire process feels so messy and so hard. So when you separate editing into these three passes, something really interesting starts to happen. Resolve feels easy to work with. You make fewer decisions at a time, your focus stays longer, and you don't bounce between all the different tasks. And in this way, editing becomes way more manageable. Now, here's the part that surprises a lot of new beginners. The most improvement that you can get is not going to come from learning all the features in Resolve or learning Fusion or how to do visual effects or motion graphics or sound effects or things like that. It's going to come from learning a workflow, because confidence doesn't come from knowing what every single button does in Resolve. Confidence comes because you know what to do next. And that's what a workflow gives you. If you always know the next steps, then editing doesn't feel as intimidating. Now, if you're wanting to know the complete editing system, including how each pass works, how to apply it to your own videos, and how to gain that confidence in the edit and in that workflow, that's exactly what I teach in Resolve School. I'll leave that link below this video if you're interested. But for now, the biggest takeaway is stop trying to edit your entire video all at once. Focus on one stage at a time because editing becomes a whole lot easier when you start looking at it like a process. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like, share, and comment below, and join Resolve School if you want to have a faster way of learning DaVinci Resolve. And I will see you guys in the next video.